Good people, what is going on? Another episode of the All Go podcast. I'm your host, Desmond. Thanks for tuning in. So it appears that the Nebraska Cornhuskers need a head coach. They have fired Scott Frost. They had a pretty ugly loss. I think they started 1-2, and Nebraska showed them the boot. And I would argue that if 3 games into a season, a guy can do enough for you to lose confidence in him, then you probably should have fired him last offseason. But nonetheless, they are where they are, and have heard some rumors when it comes to who the next head coach should be. And been hearing a lot of Urban Meyer being the next head coaching candidate, or Nebraska wanting him to be. Now, I am someone who does not think this Nebraska job is what it used to be, or really is a desirable job. I truly don't believe that. They have been down for quite a while. This is not the 90s, and Tommy Frazier is not your quarterback. They just play in a tough conference, and they don't, as of today, have the athletes to compete in said conference. So I don't think the Nebraska job is a great job, but nonetheless, I think an important part of getting a head coaching candidate and just overall understanding who it is that you can get, just awareness is very important. And I think the number one candidate for Nebraska, who they should go after, is Kendall Briles. He is currently the offensive coordinator at Arkansas. He's been there for a couple years. He was the OC. I believe he was with Lane Kiffin for a couple years at FAU. He's been an OC, I think, since like 2008 or 2010. He's been an OC for quite a while. I think he's what they need. For Nebraska, I would assume that they aren't thrilled about the offense that they've been running. And I think Kendall Briles is someone who, number one, he hasn't been a head coach, so I do understand that side of it. But if you're Nebraska, what you also have to understand too is, if a guy is currently a head coach, why would he want to leave his current position to come to Nebraska? I've heard Lance Leipold, who is at Kansas, doing a terrific job. If I'm Lance, I don't want to build what he has built at Kansas as of right now, and then also have to rinse and repeat at Nebraska. I would want to go to a job that maybe isn't, a current rolling powerhouse, but maybe one where some of the foundation has been laid, and then I can come in and build on that foundation. But to have to go to Kansas, build a foundation, and right as you're starting to get the first floor of that house built, you leave to now start to build another foundation. That seems like a lot of work. At some point, you want the fruits of your labor, where you get to compete for a conference championship and potentially a college football playoff berth. So I think Kendall Briles would be a good candidate, because you look at the way that college football is trending and currently where we're at. It's offense. It's offensive football. You look at even Alabama with Nick Saban, who is about risk averse as it gets. Same with Kirby Smart, who came up under Nick Saban. Those guys are about as risk averse as it gets, and those offenses are scoring a lot of points, throwing the ball all over the field. So I think Kendall Briles would be a good start, and I also think that he would bring the infusion of offense that I think Nebraska fans could get excited about. Even if you're not winning right away, it would give you something to be excited about from the very beginning. So we'll see. Let me know your thoughts. I just don't see Urban Meyer. I don't see Lance Leipold. Recently, I've seen Bill O'Brien. Potentially, we'll see. But also, too, think about when you're the OC-DC from Alabama, where that next step usually gets you. To be quite frank, it's better jobs than Nebraska. So that's what I think they should go with. I think it would be a good marriage, if you will. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate it. Thanks.